morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with us this Tuesday morning, June 29th, 2021. At Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to make you the best version of yourself. And we do that by helping you become financially independent by teaching you how to currency trade with our super accurate proprietary trading indicators and our best in the business one-on-one training, which we believe is the best way to learn how to currency trade. And we are so confident in how well our tools perform that we offer a guarantee. And that guarantee is that once you've been trained, we'll let you trade company money and split what you make. In this session, what I do is I use two different signals that the indicators provide. One is something called the 10-point trade, and the other is something called the thick orange line trade. Those of you who are lights are using a kind of a simpler version of the signal, but I think you'll be able to follow along and understand what I'm doing. With that, we are required to do this disclosure, so let's pop him up and listen to him, and we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
All right, this guy's kind of he's tough to handle in the morning. Based on my personal experience, these tools are very, very accurate. They work. You know, the reason we do live trades is to show you that they work and see how accurate they work. So with that, right after this at 9:30 this morning is an intro to coaching. Tomorrow night there is a light member meeting for the lights, and then we'll be back here on Thursday for another session, and then there'll be an intro to coaching at 10 p.m. Regular members, you've got access to the morning trades, the evening trades, and a lot more. So historically, on average, we net about 150 pips a week off of these live trades. I work off of a checklist, and that checklist it's a little bit like a pilot's checklist. I just want to make sure everything is that I don't miss anything. First thing is to check that my green charts and CoinEx are live. Today we are going to try trading off of the web-based version. So here's the web-based version of the chart. I do have my my other version here in case I get stuck or can't figure out how to do something, but we are going to try off of the web-based version. So the web-based version, we know we're live, and just make sure that our CoinEx is going, and I see the numbers moving, so we are good there. Review of yesterday. Last night we took in the Monday evening trade, we took an 8 pip sell using the 10-point signal on the Euro NZD, and it closed just a little bit after we took the trade. Reason that it is good to review is not to kind of gloat on our wins, but to figure out if we did something wrong, what it was we did wrong, because it's about continuous improvement and learning how to better interpret what the indicator's telling us. And I know myself, I have improved trading watching other traders, and when I hear their descriptions, there's something that, oh, you know what, I wasn't doing that, and adding that into my analysis. I've listened to Kevin Jones, who owns the company, and he's been using these for 20 some odd years. And even though he tells the same, when he gives instruction, he tells the same story, I still pick stuff up from him, just like little nuances. So, it's good to review and good to figure out, hey, what was it that I was looking at that made me miss this trade? We are technical traders. Being technical traders, we're trading strictly off the price action. So when there's information that there's going to be some news on something that might impact how we're trading, we want to be able to we want to know what those news items are. So today, so we do that by going to Forex Factory. Forex Factory kind of breaks down news into three categories: low impact, medium impact, and red is high impact. And the next item coming up is some U.S. news at 9 a.m., but they're all low impact or medium impact. So we got nothing to worry about today. Some people, if there's a couple, like 2 oranges, they'll consider that a red. I don't bother with that. If it's red, I include it in my decision, but if it's not, I just skip it. So we got nothing to worry about. So let's get started. As we look to trade, as I do my routine, I'm going to start with my analysis, and then when I see a setup, that I'm going to go and do a little bit more detailed analysis with the trend, support, resistance, and the channel. But right now, what I want to do is I just want to know, do I see the signal? For the 10-point trade, I'm going to start with the majors and minors. And I call this chart the composite chart because we've got 6 different currency pairs on it. They're all a 1 hour on a 1 hour candle. And you'll see that I've got 4 different sets of these. So we've got 24 charts that we can look through till we find a trade. This first chart primarily has U.S. based currencies. So Australian US dollar, I'm starting here with the majors and minors. I'm looking for a situation where I am oversold, which means I'm below the red line, or overbought above the blue line. So my majors and minors are below the red line. So when I'm oversold, that's the beginning of a buying opportunity. What I want to see here, though, is not just that the lines are below, but I want to see them pointed up. And I don't have that here. So there's still both the minors are going sideways, the majors are going sideways. And if you look at this, the major, it looks like kind of an upside down duck head, where here's the bill and here's kind of the face. Usually when you see this, that means there's going to be more of a push down. And the reason I'm looking for when the lines cross up, when they start pointing up, is because that is an opportunity to take a run across through the channel and get a nice run. So if you look here, the euro dollar, so I don't have them pointing up, but so say you look here at the euro US dollar, and I caught this here, I could have had a nice run. Had I caught when it crossed over here, let's see, indicator, let's try it again. Measurement tool, catch it here. So right here is where we're getting the crossover. So say I even caught it right here. Oh, I don't know why. Tools, measurement. I'm sorry, I'm not sure why I can't catch having difficulty catching the measuring tool here, but we had a big down candle here. So if I can catch this as it's running through, I get the benefit of that down candle. I get the benefit of that down run. So on the euro dollar, we're oversold but going down. On the, I see. I get it, what my issue was. But let's turn this off. I don't want it anymore. Pound dollar oversold. Majors are going down. They started to go up, but then started to turned and pushing down. So nothing here. U.S. Canadian dollar, we're overbought. The lines are going down, but the majors and minors have started to go sideways. This kink here is a problem. I got steep slope, less steep slope. When the slope like this changes, I don't like to take the trade. So yeah, it's kind of going down, but really it's sideways. So sideways, I'm going to avoid this. I want something where I get a nice steep line coming down or going up. Dollar Swiss franc overbought going up, and dollar yen oversold and sideways. So nothing here. So we've looked through 6 charts, nothing, and that's kind of expected. If one of them, since they're all U.S. based, since one of them since one isn't going well, all of them usually all of them aren't going to go well. It's going to be a rare circumstance where we're going to get see something slightly different. Maybe if on the pound, you'll see something different because the pound is a strong currency in the yen. So nothing here. So let's go to the next pair and see what we see. So these are, oops, what happened here? All right, 6 majors, number 2. We've got the euro pound. We are about halfway through the channel. I don't like, it's just about halfway. I might consider this. We were overbought. We're going into the channel. I will take trades up until about halfway through the channel. But again, I don't like the kink in the line. I don't like the kink in the line. The slope matters and the closeness of the lines matter. And we've got this little gap here. So I'm going to pass. Australian dollar yen oversold. They're starting to turn up, but they're not there yet. I want to wait till it's actually pointing up. I don't want to anticipate what I think the lines are going to do. Don't anticipate. Wait for the lines to do it. You might give up a few pips, but it's better to give up a few pips than to be wrong. Euro Canadian dollar, overbought, and the lines are going down. They're clustered together. There's reasonably good slope here. So I got what I consider 3 points. 1 point is that the lines are up above the blue, overbought line. 2, all the lines, both the majors and minors are going down. And 3, I've got a double cross where the red line has come over the green and the black line has come over the gray. So 3 points here. When I have 3 points, then I'm going to go up to my TNTs and count how many lines are supporting what I'm seeing. And in this case, the 2 orange lines are going down, which supports the down move. And the 2 blue lines, the thick blue and the thin blue, are going up, which when blue goes up, that means sell. So all four are supporting. I want a minimum of 3 of the 4 supporting. So I've got all 4 here. I've got 3 here. And then the last confirmation, and the reason I want confirmation from all 3 sections is that each section measures something different. And when I get that convergence that all 3 are telling me the same thing, that's a high probability trade. And that increases my accuracy. And the better my accuracy, the better the bank account. So here I've got up pressure with the green line on top. So I want either down pressure or the red line on top. Now the green line has sloped a little bit, or has the slope has changed so that it is coming down a little bit. Steeper slope on the left side of the line, lesser slope on the right side of the line, but the red line hasn't crossed yet. So I do not want to take this trade until the red line crosses. So it's still a little premature in my book to take the trade. So we're going to pass. So let's keep going. Australian, New Zealand dollar. We've got the majors are over, the minors are overbought, majors are oversold, and both are kind of pointing down. Pound yen, we've got a down move, we're oversold, and we've got a down move with kind of the duck bill on the majors. Minors are going sideways. When there's differences between what I'm seeing on the majors and minors, I'm going to pay more attention to the majors. Euro, Australian dollar, overbought. Lines are going down. And I've got the double cross with the red over and the black over. Issue here is I don't like the slope on the lines. The minors are kind of going sideways, and this is maybe it's like kind of 45 degrees versus more steep. So we've got this 3 points. I'm going to look at the other 2 to see what we have, but I'm telling you right now, I don't like it because I don't like the slope of the line, and that the minors are kind of going sideways. The 2 orange lines are going down, dotted blue going up. So I got 3 of the 4 telling me down. I've got stronger up pressure here because the lines are tighter together. With green on top, the lines are converging a little bit. They're getting closer together, but green is still on top. So I don't have the pressure part of the signal here. So I am going to pass. So we'll go to the next group. So we've looked at 12 so far. Euro, Canadian dollar, yen overbought and going. Oops, why isn't this current? There we go. Sold. Minors going up, majors going down. So we're going to pass. Euro, New Zealand dollar, overbought. Minors are going down, majors aren't there yet. Pound, New Zealand dollar, overbought. Majors going up, minors going down, so we don't have consistency. New Zealand dollar, yen, majors go oversold, majors going down, minors going up again, so no consistency. I've got gold in the dollar, oversold, majors going down pretty steeply, minors sideways, so nothing there. We can trade Bitcoin now. So Bitcoin against the dollar, we're in the middle of the channel. So, and we're more than halfway in the channel. So when it is more than halfway in the channel, I pass. Had we caught this down here, we would have gotten a nice a nice move. Let's just see what it we can if we can. Why aren't I measure? I'm gonna grab it here. Oh, there we go. So we would have gotten. I don't know how they measure. Is that on the Bitcoin? Is that 77 pips, or you got 5 or 79 pips? Would have got a nice run there had we caught that. Had we caught that when it crossed. So again, nothing here. Let's go to the next set of indicators. Oops, that's not what I wanted. All right, so here's the fourth chart. Australian Canadian dollar oversold. Miners have majors have turned up, but miners aren't there. Swiss franc, yen oversold. Everybody's still going down. Euro yen oversold. Everybody going down. In fact, both of these are very similar. The charts are very similar. The pressure is very similar. The TNTs are very similar. Pound Australian dollar overbought. Miners have started to turn a little bit, but majors aren't there yet. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. All right, so we're oversold. Everybody's going up. There's nice steepness on the green line. So we get 3 points here. And in fact, you can see the miners have increased in steepness. Less steep, more steep on the right side of the line. So, and that change came when the majors crossed over. So it's not quite halfway. So I'll consider this as a good trade. The two orange lines are going up, although take that back. One orange line, the thick orange line is going up. Now the thin orange, but he's wavering a little bit. Dotted blue going down means up. So I've got 2 of the 4 here. I've got down pressure, but green is on top. Down pressure, but green is on top. And the lines are on the pressure. The lines are diverging. That means they're spreading apart. So I like that. The lines, it looks like we're starting to get a turn here. So, you know what? Let's take a look at, even though we don't have 3 of the 4 here, it keeps coming and going out. Let's take a look at the full chart. So I'm going to take a look at the full chart on, let's see, what was that? That was New Zealand, Swiss franc. New Zealand, Swiss franc. I am going to turn this into a New Zealand Swiss franc. So to do that, so this is the computer-based version because it's going to take me too long to figure out how to do it with the web-based. I'm going to change New Zealand Swiss franc. And if I go back to my little chart here, I want to I want to know where the support and resistance are and what the trend is. So I have a clean chart on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it together so I can see the last 90 days. And I'm going to draw some support and resistance on there. And support and resistance are spots where lines seem to naturally stop, the candles. It seems to naturally stop in here, right in here, right over here. And we'll get, trying to get one above. Right here, right here, right in here. Let's get two above. Right in here, over here, over here, over here. Let's get one below. Right in here, right in here, here, here. All right, so let's pull it back out. Actually, one more thing. Let's open this up so we can see it a little better. So, the last week, we were looking at an uptrend, and then it's broken out of that trend. So we had 5-7 days, and now you might argue that yesterday, it's been going down. So let's take a little bit better look at this. I'd like to know how much room I have to the different support and resistance lines. So I've got what is that? 13 up and 18 down. 13 up and 18 down, and we are looking at a buy trade. So now we see the yellow line is clearly going down. So we only have 2 of the 4 here. When I looked at my 2-hour chart, I'm oversold, but the majors are going sideways, and I got strong down pressure, red on top. On the 4-hour chart, oversold, but the majors again are going down. Because both of these are kind of not going the way I want them to go, they're not supporting what I'm seeing here. And on here, the slope has changed a little bit. The slope isn't that good on the majors. I'm going to stay away from this. And then we've got very strong down pressure on the day. Normally, I don't consider the day, but this line is very, very steep going down. So I think there's a little bit more down in this. And the 4-hour and the 2-hour aren't giving me support. With that, let's go take a look at, let's see if we can do a thick orange line trade. So let us, thick orange line trade, I am looking for what this number is here. I want it to be either 0 or 10. So 4 isn't 0. 3 isn't 0, 3 isn't 0, 3 isn't 0, 7 isn't 0, 0.3 is 0. When I see this as 0, or it needs to be within 0 or 10 or within 1 point. So this is within 1 point of 0. the confirmation I want is, oops, we just changed. You know what? I don't know how to go back an hour. I'm going to do it off of this chart because I know how to manipulate it a little faster. So we just changed the hour. So I just want to go see what was at the top of the hour. Minus 90. So this is within minus 100. All these lines are down well below the red. So this is a good signal here. Let's see what happened at the top of the hour. It changed by 10. We could take a 5-pip buy on the USD JPY. 5-pip buy on the USD JPY. This is a very simple trade. So if I've got condition 1, which is it's within 10 of minus 100, in your case within 10 of 0, and these are well below the majors are well below the red line. It's a good trade. I'm supported in the trade that this number jumped by 10. It was 90 something, 92, and it went to 82. So let's go ahead and take a 5-pip buy on the USD JPY. So I'm going to see if I've got that open. USD JPY, new order. My lot size, my account is 11,000. So my lot size is going to be 1.1. I just moved that decimal spot over 4 spots. I'm going to do a market buy. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss or the take profit yet. So I got in, and now once I'm in, I am going to go to modify. And this trade is always worth 5 pips. And we're going to use a 4-time stop loss. So a 200 pip or 20 pip, which is 200 points. If I click the little red button here, it puts the number in. If I click the little blue button, it does the math and puts the number in. I want to make sure I get a full 5 pips. So I got in at 110.57. So I'm going to go to 110. If I add 5 to 57, I'm going to go to 62. 62.1. Then I click modify, and it puts the numbers in there for me. So we took a buy on the USD JPY. Let's see if we have another one of those real quick before we call it a day. Let's go to the next site. I'm going to just go back an hour. I'm looking for 0 or minus 100. No. Minus 93 is within 10 of minus 100, but the lines are up here. I would want the majors and minors down here to support that we are oversold. Minus 91 is a yes. It's within 10 of minus 100, but the lines are overbought. They need to be oversold. 62 isn't close enough. 64 isn't close enough. Let's go to the next group. I want to get the chart current and then go back one. 653, no. So what I'm looking at is what was at the top of the hour 3 minutes, 4 minutes ago. Minus 53, no. 79, no. Nothing there. I'm going to bring it back current. And then let's look at this guy. I'm going to go back 1 hour or to the top of the hour. Minus 93, yes. This is within 10 of minus 100. In your case, it's going to be 0 because they reversed it on the new green charts. And all the lines are well below the red. So I've got condition 1, condition 2. Since we're in the current time, I want to see if this number changed by 10. It did. So let's go ahead and take a 5-pip buy on the Australian Canadian dollar. Australian Canadian dollar. Do I have that guy open? Australian, I don't see him, so I'm going to open it. File, new chart, Australian Canadian dollar. Not there. Go to the next group, Australian Canadian dollar. And I am going to do new order. And what was the signal again? The signal, Australian Canadian dollar. Just double check. It's a buy. So my lot size 1.1 because I have an $11,000 account. Buy. And now I am going to add my support or add my take profit and stop loss. So I click anywhere along here. I go to modify. I right click. I go to modify. And this lets me, does the math. It remembers what I did last time. So I click copy as, copy as. Again, I want to get the full 5 pips. So I get in at 93.14. So if I got at 93.14, I want to go to 93.19. 93.19.9. So my take profit is 93.19.9. Adjust. All right, so we took 2 thick orange line trades today. Both buys, one on the USD JPY and the other on the AUD CAD. And we did not come across a good 10-point trade to take this morning. Let's see if there's any questions. For those of you using the computer-based charts, and you want to switch over to the web-based charts, start doing it little by little. They offer a class every Thursday on understanding the differences between both charts. They're basically the same. The web-based chart is a little faster than the computer-based chart. It's got the direct feed from Forex Turnkey. In fact, sometimes you'll see it normally on the computer-based version of the chart. They do a little bit of smoothing so that the candles where the previous candle closed, the next candle opens. On that web-based version, there are gaps where it jumps between the time frames because they're not smoothing the number. So it's a little bit more accurate, and it's one of those things where take one chart and recreate it. If you need help recreating it, set up a time with me, and I'll kind of walk you through. As you can see, I'm kind of doing it. I'm kind of figuring it out as we go along. So there's certain things I still can't figure out how to do quickly. So I have both charts open, but you got to start somewhere. But I'm happy to kind of help you. And as I said, they've got weekly training, and in July they got a whole day of training on using the new web-based chart. So email me and I'll get you on the. It's on a Friday, the second or third Friday. I think it's the second Friday in July, where they're doing a whole day of training on the new green charts. So I can get you set up for that. But in the interim, if you want me to help you set up one chart, I'm happy to do that. All right, everyone. Thanks so much. Glad you could be here, and we will see you on Thursday. Have a great trading day, and all right, bye-bye.